already late. All right. Supposedly we're live. You used to call me on my cell phone.
Late night when you need my love.
Call me on my cell phone.
Late night when you need my love.
And I know when that hotline ring,
Na 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 na.
that can only mean one thing.
You know,
Uh,
all I know is that you.
So, hi, it's nice to meet you.
Hi.
I've spoken to you, but I've never spoken to you like this.
Not
And
really. Yeah, I guess not.
I don't know, just on the phone, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many people are in here, but that don't matter. Let's do our thing. There we go. This is a public services here. Tommy V's here. People are going to start showing up.
Yay.
So, Jeff, what's up, brother? So, you want me to call you Pink? You want me to call you Magic? You want me to call you Amanda?
Whatever you like to call me, that's fine. But you
Amanda.
can call me Amanda, but it doesn't matter.
All right. So, Fitzcam, what's up? Ed, what's up? Joe Co, KS, Cop Watch, what's up, everybody?
What's up,
Today we
guys?
have Amanda, aka Pink Camera Magic, one of the best auditors out there, especially females. And she's going to be at AuditPalooza, and you should be there too. If you want to go, there's about 30 tickets left. Email me at johnfilax, Filax, at gmail.com. Leave me your name and number. I will call you. Surreal Cam's here.
On
Big
your
G's
cell
here.
phone.
Boop, boop. Martin Van Buren's here. All right, so Amanda, tell me,
Mhm.
let's see here. Where are you from?
I'm from Minnesota, the Twin Cities area.
Hmm.
Actually, well, I moved here from Chicago, but I've lived in the Midwest my whole life, born in Minneapolis.
Is Minnesota considered the Midwest?
Yeah, upper Midwest, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and they say that's the Midwest. I said, how the hell is that the Midwest?
It's this weird like hybrid of like East Coast weirdos and like Midwest and Canada.
All right. So supposedly we have the same sense of humor, right?
I guess it seems like we've known each other forever. It's like we're
Yeah,
the male female version of each other.
you almost
Sometimes I
seem
feel
like
like.
a sister. Yes. From Minnesota, you went where?
To Chicago.
Is that's where you're at now, Illinois?
No, I live in Texas. I've been here for about the last 5 years. I'm in San Antonio, Texas right now.
So Illinois to where was the second
Texas.
place? Texas.
Well, no. Started in Minnesota. Okay. My family's from the Midwest. I have family in Minnesota where I was born in Chicago as well. And so I've been back and forth Minneapolis and Chicago my whole life. But then after my mom passed, I ended up going shortly after that. I moved to Chicago for a little while and then came down to Texas, and this is where I want to stay.
Why there? What made you go there?
Initially, actually, it was well for a number of reasons. The weather being a big part of that, but then also I became friends with a lot of people down here, and I would visit all the time, and so I love it. I said to myself that I will never spend another winter in the Midwest again. I will never be in Chicago for another winter. I've only seen snow one time in the last 5 years, and I'm perfectly okay with that.
Yeah. The winter sucks, dude. That's really bad. So
Yeah.
what made you an activist? What got you into activism? Would you consider yourself an activist before YouTube?
Yes, absolutely. YouTube. I was always kind of an activist, I guess, but YouTube just was sort of something. It was a place to put my activism, if that makes sense. I've
Journal.
never and still never considered myself a YouTuber. I just sort of have to learn how to do editing and do all these things and become sort of that because that's the way that we get our message across. But initially, I've always kind of, I guess I grew up with there's cops in my family, and I sort of saw from early age the kind of the backhanded stuff, and it was just kind of whatever. But then as I was getting a little bit older, I started experiencing seeing discrimination and things like that. And also, when I was young, I did some stupid shit and I got in trouble. And so it was a big part of my life when I was young. And then as I was getting older, I noticed some different things. I started understanding that you have rights and stuff. And initially, I guess I think it was the death of Michael Brown that really did it for me, because he was in August of 2014, he was killed by Officer Darren Wilson in Ferguson, Missouri. And excuse me, I was really like, it really bothered me because of the fact that nothing was on video, right? So I committed myself to like looking on YouTube to try to find amateur uploads of people who were on scene, because I guess there was a lot of witnesses and they all said he had his hands up and stuff like that. And so I really doubted their narrative. And I also am very familiar with those police officers there, and I'm familiar with St. Louis area and the cops. So and I know that they're very, very bad, or at least they were. And so I wanted to look into it a little bit. I'm hoping that people were going to upload their videos, and just to see that, you know, that he did have his hands up, and it just bothered me that there was nothing on video. But as I did that, I started discovering this sort of subculture of cop watchers. Like I saw Honor Your Oath. I saw like Tom Zebra was big. He was one of the first people I think I actually saw. And it was crazy. I got interested in Cop Block, and then I became a part of that. And so I started doing like the Cop Block radio show. And
are you talking about a Damo Freeman and Josh Ayer?
I am. And Eric Iyer, I met him. He's also from Minnesota. I didn't realize it at the time, but yeah, I got really involved in Cop Block, and I met a lot of people that way. And so then from there, I started watching more videos. Obviously, I saw your video, of course, which is iconic and fucking epic. But then I saw auditing, especially with Jeff Gray and then Philip Turner. And I got really interested then, because I was just like, I was seeing sort of the importance of testing these entities and why they need to be kept on their toes. And so it is also a testament, because I learned one thing with cop watching, that the camera really is kind of like a tyrant magnet. Right. So anytime a camera comes out, you're going to know who the bad cops are, because the good ones, they're going to know their rights already. They're going to respect it. They're not going to approach you. But the bad ones, the ones that are a problem, are going to approach you. They're going to make themselves the star of your video. And so to anybody all the naysayers out there who just say, well, they're trying to get a reaction and all this stuff. Well, we're not the ones in front of the camera. We're not trying to be celebrities here. Obviously, it's the police officers that are trying to be celebrities, but anyways, but yeah, that's basically it. And so I decided, actually, it was Philip Turner who had me started. I was talking to him. I wanted to interview him for Cop Block Radio, and we just got to talking, and I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to try it. So I went to St. Paul, the police station. I was scared. I was really scared, but I did it, and the cop came out and approached me and told me I had to ID, and I did my first ID refusal, and they talked, and then they walked away. They did the walk of shame, as they called it. And yeah, I guess the rest is history.
For me, it was the IRS, but yeah, when I was 17. But yeah, so you've done a lot of great work. How many years would you say you're doing this now? 5, 6, 8?
Oh God, like 10.
You've been auditing for 10 years?
Yeah, since 2014. This is my 10-year anniversary in August. Thank you. I mean, I've kind of taken some time off a few years ago. You know, it gets overwhelming, and it can be a lot, because what you don't find out, especially when you're kind of at the beginning of this movement, is that as you go on, you know, you're going to catch lawsuits and things like that. And it's really important to be able to have a good follow-up and be able to have a support system in place to maybe have money, you know, in case you need a lawyer, in case you need to get out of jail, and for all those things. There's a lot to it, because when you do these types of things, this type of activism, there's actually real consequences that are possible. And real, you know, you guys don't see that. You see the stuff that you want to see, and we make videos and stuff, but the back end, there's a whole lot going on. You need people that you can call on. You need people that understand what you're doing. And I think that as time's gone by, the more that community is sort of developed, I think, and it's a little bit easier now probably, but it's really hard. And it did a number on me, for sure, for a while.
It's not easy, man. Were you arrested other than that in front of the courthouse recording?
Yeah, I was arrested 3 times actually during my activism. There's that time. Another time, the first time I was arrested was with Chi-Town Sue. I know a lot of you probably saw we were live streamed from the back of the cop car. We were in our handcuffs and stuff. This was at the postal, the USPS in Bedford, Illinois. And We were totally railroaded. It was really bad. Me and Chi-Town
That's
too.
the one where you two went to try to find out a cop's name, and the old man cop at the front door refused to tell you who he was. Was that a different
Then I don't know. There's a lot of situations like that,
one?
I
Okay,
think.
go on.
I'm not sure.
All right.
But yeah, we live streamed from the back, and yeah, ultimately we both ended up taking pleas. I was on house arrest, and because I was fighting it, and
What's
then
the charge? What was the charge?
trespassing.
In the post office?
Yeah, yeah. But the thing is that I was fighting it, and the reason I took the plea is because I'd already been in the county jail for almost a month fighting it. Because I didn't want to pay the bail, right? My bond was, I think, $65,000. Like, it was something stupid, ridiculous. Like, we were totally being real. So I said, so I made a point. I told Sue, because she was out, and I made a point to tell her not to get money. I don't want to bond out because I'm not giving them a penny. I would much rather just sit there and ride it out, because at the time, my daughter was with her dad at that time, and it was just like, I'm not going to give them any money, not at all. And so
what was the plea?
I ended up pleading guilty to the same thing, and with time served and nothing. But the thing is, I went to court in December, and they were going to hold me through Christmas. And right, so I was just like, you know what?
They know how to play all the. They know how to play all the tyrannical games, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
What was the second arrest?
The second arrest was that one. Actually, this is all within a span of like within, I want to say, 6 months.
What was the first one?
The first one was the post office. The second one was the Cook County one where they showed the depositions with the lieutenant and the sergeant lady. That one, yes. And then Donald Malazzo, who was forced into retirement, from what I understand.
Really?
Yes. So he's retired now.
So this was the second one with Malazzo?
That was the second one.
And then you've been arrested since?
Yes.
What was that for?
That was in Leon Valley for disorderly conduct, for holding a sign, because I went out that said I held a sign that said "fuck the police" and "fuck Joe Salvaggio," who was the chief of police at the time. And this was like a year or so after all that stuff that happened, because in Leon Valley a lot of people were arrested. James Freeman was there and stuff, and it was kind of a big deal. About a year later, I went there because that's where I'm at now, and I wanted to just test them to see if they'd learned anything and see if there's any changes had been made or anything like that. Obviously, no, they arrested me, but they right away they dropped the charges like the next day.
Did you do anything litigation wise for that, or the first arrest? Oh no, you took a plea. Then Cook County, you actually got a settlement, right?
Yeah, I got a settlement for Cook County.
They
ruled against me at first, but then when we went to appeal, they made an offer, and we just decided to take the offer.
$15,000, right? If I heard right.
Yeah.
I think you should have got way more than that.
I agree, but it came to the point like where the litigation was long, and there was a lot of confusion when it came to my representation. It was kind of a messed up situation, but my original attorney, the one who did the depositions, ended up becoming a partner with someone else who sort of took over my case and doesn't take these kind of cases, and was sort of pushing me to settle, saying that, basically kind of insinuating that it was a good deal, and there's no guarantee that they're gonna that there's a strong likelihood that that the same thing's gonna happen, where they're gonna rule against me. And it was just, the timing was, I could have, I wish I would have stood by and fought it, but it was getting to be too much. It's a couple of years had passed, and we decided to take it.
Now, people don't understand, and especially the people who say you should have taken the arrest. What they don't understand is, for the next 2 years, you're going to have this dark cloud in the back of your head constantly. I'm not a free person right now. Anything could happen to me right now. I could lose my family. I could be away from my wife. I could be away from my kids.
Wait, I'm sorry. Take what arrest? What are you talking about? I'm not reading the comments, so.
When people say in the comments, I do whatever I can to not get arrested. And some people say, if you don't take the arrest, you're not doing it right.
I took the arrest, though.
I got you, but you don't have to take an arrest.
No. And you shouldn't, because arresting it's not fun being in jail.
No, it's not. And not only that, you need money to bail out. Then you need a lawyer if you don't know how to do it yourself. And even if you do know how to do it yourself, you make one mistake, it could cost you your whole case.
Yeah.
Not only that, it's in your head. Not when you don't have that in your head, you're living life, you're doing this, you're getting your chores done. But now you got that in the back of your head. Now you got to live your whole life and think about, are they going to lock me up? Am I going to win? When is this going to be over? They're stalling me on purpose. So haters that think you should take the arrest, please go out and take the arrest and show us how it's done.
You can take it for me if you'd like.
Yeah, they're cool.
I mean, I'm a parent. I have a regular life, regular job. You know what I mean? Like I mean, the activism is very important, but at the same time, you do not have to take an arrest. You don't have to be an example. In my person, and that brings me to what I wanted to say too, is that like, I feel like, in my opinion, even with when it comes to taking settlements, I mean, assuming, let's say I got a big settlement and let's say I take an arrest and do all this, what does that prove? What kind of accountability do the cops have? None. It doesn't come out of their pocket. It doesn't come out of their pension. They don't have to deal with it, right? They have insurance. They have the unions and stuff to back them up. So in my personal opinion, the way that I feel about it, I feel like when it comes like that case, the depositions, that for me was payback, because the world got to see how stupid these cops are. And that's the point of my activism. That's the whole point. So now you, the general public, you get to see what what your public servants are doing, and it's up to you to decide whether or not that's acceptable, and then make the necessary changes if it's not.
Yeah. So this guy didn't actually throw you in a cell, right? They just took you in front of a judge.
Yeah, I had no charges or anything. I was never charged in this incident.
Oh, so you were never charged with anything?
No.
So then you sued, and you had Solomon Radner, right? Who was pretty decent from what I see.
Yeah, he's an excellent lawyer.
And he made them look like the dumbasses that they are. I mean, this cop tried to get cocky real quick, and then right away he's like, "I'm going to be asking the questions."
Absolutely.
It was great.
It felt so good. That's that payback. That's what I think. Them seeing it, and I'm going to tell you something, and just keep this between us two. I wasn't supposed to release those depositions.
Why?
Because as a part of the agreement, I wasn't supposed to release the depositions.
And
well, exactly. I don't give a shit. It needed to come out there. You know what I'm saying? But part of it was them not like saying how we weren't supposed to say how much the settlement was either, but Cook County is the one who posted it. So.
Oh, they posted it before you?
Yeah.
Oh, then who cares?
Yep.
Good. This is one of the greatest outcomes of any auditing thing ever. This is right here what you did to these guys in court. 27-year lieutenants, never made an arrest, doesn't know the difference between detained and arrested, doesn't know the Fourth Amendment, doesn't know anything. And there he is, 27 years in, useless bag of meat. How are you a lieutenant? Getting promoted in the police has nothing to do with how well you know the law. That's the fucked up thing I'm learning.
Absolutely. Nothing whatsoever.
I released them for her ex-bootlicker. Okay. No name. It is the answer. No name. Okay. So, okay. Cook County. All right. You settled 15 grand. I hope you got to keep a good chunk of that.
Not really.
Most of it.
Yeah, pretty much. But you know what? It's okay, because it was worth it, in my opinion. I'm literally not doing this to get a payday. That's, I understand the risk, especially now that we take, and I could have played better, and I'm not good at that stuff. That's not, I represent like the average person. I think most people aren't that, don't have like the time and the wherewithal to go through these types of procedures.
No, but what this produced, these two, I just watched them again in its entirety the other day. That's probably the third or fourth time. So what you produced here is just an exemplary example of how ignorant the culture of policing is. It's basically, I got my costume, now I'm the man, I can do whatever I want. Why did they think they could do whatever they want? Because they've never been held accountable in 27 fucking years.
Yeah, absolutely. Spot on.
Now you said this guy's gone now?
Yeah, from what I understand, he was forced into a retirement.
Because of your incident?
I don't know. We can speculate, and probably, but he's also a counselor. I don't know if you guys knew that. If you literally Google his name, like his counseling But like he counsels. He's a counselor also.
Counsels what? The swimming pool? What's he do?
I don't know.
Fuck is counsel?
People apparently, maybe other cops.
Oh,
I mean, he's a trainer. He's been doing it for as long as he has a lieutenant. So
how
it
you
makes
how
sense.
can you be a trainer? You don't know what the Fourth Amendment is. How?
I mean, that certainly explains a lot.
Dude, I was in the restaurant business. I haven't found a cop on YouTube, well, maybe a couple, that I would even hire to wash dishes at my restaurant. Washing dishes, everyone thinks is no big deal, but you got to know what you're doing. These guys are so dumb. I wouldn't even hire them to do that. But the government thinks they're qualified enough and reasonable enough to have a gun, a taser, cuffs, the power of arrest, qualify, and everything else. These are the sovereigns of America.
Yeah, 100%. And I've never like, okay, I'm working on something right now and looking into it. Like I have never, I mean, you know that the police they're coddled very much, but like in this one specific thing that I'm researching right now that I'm putting a video out about, I think in the next day or two. It involved officer involved shooting, and the way that the sheriff did a press conference, and the way he was talking about the care of the cops, it just made me want to throw up because he was just talking about, well, I went to the scene and I gave him a hug and I got counseling available, and he's like, oh, you guys had to shoot these people, like, and it was unbelievable, and basically what it was, it's a Bear County sheriff, the Bear County deputies went and they shot an innocent little 6-year-old boy when they were looking for a car theft suspect.
Why did
And
you? How? Why? How?
what's that?
How did that happen?
It's long and it's complicated, but I'm posting the video and it should be up to them. That's okay. It's okay. It's hard, but yeah, they killed both the suspect and an innocent 6-year-old boy who had nothing to do with anything.
Oh, he's just caught in the crossfire.
Yep. And this lady, they said that she threatened him with a weapon, and she never had a weapon at all. And it's a sad story. It's so fucked up. And it just so happens that it's a coincidence, but the girl, she's badass. The lady who, before they caught her and killed her, she ran from them and got away for about 2 hours wearing no shoes, like a red sports bra and white shorts. And it just so happens that her girlfriend at the time lives in the same building that I live in, and we were just talking, and she's like, you should look it up. And so I looked it up, and I was just like completely dumbfounded. I actually uploaded it to Facebook. It's uploaded on my Facebook right now.
What's up, Brian? Here's the deals here. He says,
hey,
hi.
Brian. What's up?
He said, let's keep qualified buffoonery in place. So have you met any of the Texas auditors? Caroline, Chuck Bronson's there now too, I think.
Yeah, I met Chuck Bronson actually in Indiana, like around the time he first started. We went out together, and he's awesome. He's great.
He helped me out a ton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When I got picked up, yeah, one of his subscribers bailed me out of jail.
Oh, nice.
It was nice. I called him personally and gave him phone sex. But besides that,
I think it sounds reasonable.
Hey, I'll call you after the live stream. You and my wife can talk coupons and touch yourselves.
Oh boy.
Anyway, yeah.
So I met Todd, SAXCC Prez, a really good friend of mine. He's one of the reasons I'm down here too. But I've met almost everybody probably. I like Corners News and
is that Four Corners Fist in the Air? That guy?
Huh?
Four Corners Fist in the Air? Is that who you're talking about?
Corners News.
Corners News. Who am I thinking of? Fist in the Air? Is that someone else?
I'm not sure. I don't know who that is. Met the Matosai, obviously. I've traveled a lot. I met Nancy Nathaniel. I went out and saw Laura Shark and them. But as far as I haven't met Carolina Fort Worth yet. I like the Dallas area people. I haven't really met.
I'm pretty sure she's coming to the concert. You're coming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so just let me get a quick shameless plug in here. October 19th. That's right around the corner, like 2 Saturdays from now. We're all going to be in Pensacola. A lot of us, Lackluster, Amanda, Pink Camera Magic here, Caroline Fort Worth. Got a whole list of auditors right here that are going to be there.
Ooh, I'm excited. I'm fine to finally meet Lackluster. I haven't met him yet. Like a lot of those people.
I haven't met him.
I did a Florida tour. and did
Did you?
auditing down in Florida. Yes, I did.
I
Well,
wish I
before I
knew.
really knew you, this was like
Yeah,
2018.
yeah, yeah. So yes, you're also going to be a celebrity judge for the cooking competition, right?
You goddamn right. I mean, celebrity judge is kind of a little bit of a
What's your
stretch, but
favorite? What's your favorite food?
I'm like a sweets person. I like cheesecake, stuff like that.
I don't do desserts. That's crazy.
What?
I'll buy a Publix Tres Leche cake and have them
Oh,
put my name on it like a signature.
see, I gotta limit myself, like severely limit myself. Like I don't have a lot of snacks and shit at my house because that shit will be gone.
Um, the Facebook thing for a good stretch there, several months, you were like dancing around like a banana, and
I
you
still
were,
do that. I just don't post it all the time.
why were you doing that?
It's fun. I still want to do. I still do it. It's
So,
Halloween time. I like to dress up. I like to have fun and do cosplay and act goofy.
so let me understand this. You have costumes
Hmm. A
in your
lot of
house.
costumes.
In your house.
Mhm.
Why?
Why? Why not?
Why
It's
not have
fun.
costumes?
You know, I have like pirate costume, and I always thought about holding up a sign saying "Road Pirates Ahead" or whatever.
That
Because I've
I
got like
get.
a couple different
I
pirates.
don't understand why you just have a lot of costumes.
Why?
You're
I've
the
got so
only
many. I've
person.
got like
Hey,
I've got Spider-Man. I've got like I don't all kinds of costumes.
I'm almost 50. You're the only person I know that has a stock of costumes.
Really?
Who are you? You act like it's common. Anyone in the
You
comments,
have boring
how many
friends.
costumes are in your house? Anyone in the cast? I don't even think I have a costume.
What? Well, if you need to borrow one, let me know.
Uh,
I've
uh,
got like superheroes. I've got like a cat.
so,
My favorite one is probably Captain Marvel.
so I'm assuming you go shopping for these over the years, right?
Well, a coupon. No,
Yeah.
I like to go to thrift stores and stuff, and they have them at thrift stores all the time.
So you see a costume you like and you just buy it.
Yeah, as long as it's new and in the package, which they usually are. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but like the the Goodwill has outlets, and they call them the bins, and they're like bins that people like stores put their overstock in, and they charge per pound for stuff. So you can go with like your shopping cart, and I collect purses. I like to refurbish like old Coach bags, and let me see what else. But yeah, mainly costumes. Those are the things, and I look for like arts and crafts stuff and
When you buy the
sometimes
costume,
camera equipment.
you don't mind if I keep stressing on this point, right?
No,
Okay, it's all. I don't mean anything by it. It's just intriguing to me. So you
it's
buy the
fine.
costumes, they're in your closet. Now in your head, you have something planned for these? When you buy the costume, do you go to yourself, "Hey, if I put this on, I could do X," or is it just I like this, so I'm buying it?
It depends. It depends on like the quality and what costume it is. You know what I mean? I don't very, it's not very often that I go out and actually look for a costume. I actually, well, I did last week because I was doing a Marilyn Monroe thing. And so I went and I ordered like specific, like a wig and stuff. But normally it's like when I'm going to the thrift store or I'm shopping and I see something, I'm like, I'll see something that I'll be like, I can use this for this. Like the pirate one. I was like, I can use this because I want to dress like a pirate and hold a sign. Also, I was dressed like the Riddler. I don't know if you know who Desert Goat is. He's a Texas guy out here too, does like cop watching. Shout out to you if you're watching, because he's probably watching. And we went to a city hall, and I was dressed as the Riddler because the chief of police there was acquitted. I don't even think he was charged of murdering somebody that whose bachelor party he went to. He like went to his car and like got out a gun and shot him, and not a lot of people know about that. So I was like holding the newspaper, and I was handing out like newspaper things with that show like what he was doing and stuff like that before their city council meeting. I was dressed like the Riddler. So I have in my mind that all these ideas of things that I want to do, but it doesn't very often come into fruition just because it usually requires me to be with somebody or
Do
I
you
don't
love
know, other
Halloween?
thing.
Do you love
What's that?
Halloween?
I love Halloween. It's my favorite.
Are you gonna wear a costume to the AuditPalooza?
I was thinking about it,
What costume were you thinking about?
but you wouldn't know. You guys wouldn't know.
What do you mean? We wouldn't know who you were
Exactly.
until you
No, I'm just
until you
kidding.
had
I
to
don't know.
until you had to judge the food.
Yeah, true, true.
What's your favorite savory food?
um, God, it depends on my mood. I like lasagna. I'm like, I'm a pasta person, I guess. I don't know. It just depends on my mood. Like lately I've been into like poke bowls and like sushi.
What poke what?
Is that what it's called? I just call them poke bowls. They're like, there's like sticky rice, and then you put different things. Like there's like veggies in there and stuff. I'm trying to do a little better, but I like to cook I like to make food. Well, I like to go out too, but I prefer to make food. Me and my daughter. My daughter's a big foodie too, so we like try to create recipes and stuff, I guess.
Rabble rousers here. A lot of people here. Liberty Troll. Here's the deal.
Hey,
Rabble rouser. Cammed up caveman. A lot of these people are going to be at the show too.
that's awesome. I'm so excited to meet. A lot of the people that are going to be there are people that I haven't met yet. So I'm like really excited about that.
I've never met Jeff Gray.
I've never met him either. You haven't met him? You live in the same state?
Yeah, but Florida's long.
True.
Unlike me. So the thing was that didn't go well. I was thinking of wearing look like you're riding a dino. Cammed up caveman says he's thinking about riding a dinosaur costume. So when you say cosplay, what is cosplay?
I know exactly what he's talking about.
What is cosplay what do you mean when you say cosplay? Give me an idea.
What is cosplay? It's basically dressing up in costumes.
Then what?
I have like really cool. I got like Daphne, and not Daphne. I have Velma, and I have a Tina from Bob's Burgers. That's one of my favorite ones to do.
Tell me what cosplay is.
Dressing up.
That's it.
Yeah.
Then what happens?
Nothing. You just I don't know. Do stuff you do when you wear costumes. I don't know. Be weird.
All right.
Depending on your costume, I guess.
I'll badger you more about this at the show. So
I'm sure you will. Maybe I'll bring a bunch of them. I'm not sure. If everything wasn't so messy, I would go show you the closet.
People say I look like Fred Flintstone, so I might pull that off for a few minutes. But if I shave this, I
have a Fred Flintstone.
Do you really? You got a 3X? But bring it with you. I'll try it on. What the hell? I got to see what this is all about.
Right. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
If I shave this off, I look like a butch lesbian. So I think I'd have to shave that off to be Fred Flintstone, but then I'd look like a butch lesbian Fred Flintstone all day. I don't know. So yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Have you been to Florida? Yeah, you said you did a Florida tour. So what'd you think of Florida?
It was cool. I was hanging out with a friend. We spent the summer with my friend who lives in Tallahassee, or she doesn't live there anymore, but she lives in Tallahassee. So we spent a few weeks out there, or maybe a month or two. And yeah, we would drive down to like Bradenton, and on the way we did some. In fact, one of my most memorable audits, I guess, is one that happened in Tallahassee at the Federal Women's Prison just outside. The guy's name is Mike. He's like lieutenant, and he was like following me around. He called the police, and he was I don't know if any of y'all remember that one, but it was cool, man. It was different. It was kind of like, it felt sort of untapped because there wasn't a lot of auditors at the time down there. I think this was before Big Nick. Like this is maybe around the time Big Nick started. I'm not sure, but I went there. We went to the county that Bradenton's in. I forgot which county that is. I went to that sheriff's office. Yeah, I did a lot of recording down there.
Now, would you rather live in Florida or Texas?
Texas.
What's so great about Texas? I know everything's bigger in Texas. Let's get past that. But
I like it. I like the heat. I like the fact that I can go swimming right now if I wanted to outside. I like the people and just sort of my environment here. My daughter's in college right now, and she's thriving in school, and she graduated recently, and so that's another big thing for me too.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the main thing, because I didn't want to like move around while she was in high school. I didn't want to like,
Would you consider coming here in the future?
I I don't know, maybe, I actually thought when my daughter is done with college and stuff and she does her thing, I actually thought about sort of nomading it and like getting some kind of a camper or something and just traveling a lot because I have family all over the country and
Yeah.
friends. No,
You should get a mystery machine and dress like Daphne.
maybe.
What was
Isn't that
Scooby?
that would be interesting.
Scooby was a Great Dane or something, wasn't he?
I don't know. Yeah, probably. I think it was a great name.
Do you live close to the coast of in Texas?
About 2 hours.
2 hours to get to the beach?
Hmm. Which
It takes
in Texas, that's not very far, but I know in Florida, it's like 5 hours to get from one end to the other, maybe. Or probably less than that to go across to go the short way.
I used to live in dead center Florida, and it was 2.5 hours each way to get to the beach. Now I live just north of Tampa, and you look a map of Florida, you think a beach, you could throw a rock and you hit a beach, but I still have to drive an hour to get to a decent beach.
Oh, damn. You're
It's
really
worth
like on the inside of Tampa, like,
north. I'm in the suburbs.
okay.
Yeah, they don't test my gangster out here like they do in the city.
I noticed that you've been a lot more active lately. I've been seeing you. I mean, it's been a while. I think you took like a little bit of a hiatus, maybe, but then now I see you out there a lot, doing a lot more. And
I never really wanted to go out and audit. That's not easy work either, man. People take it for granted. It takes time, it takes gas, wear and tear on your car. You're away from the things you want to be doing and the people you want to be hanging around with. It's
yeah,
hot, it's cold,
yeah,
and it's dangerous.
absolutely.
I just want to run my mouth, and well, people like it when you go audit, so I should go audit every now and then. It's not going to hurt me, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
really enjoyed. Did you see my court cases when I got trespassed?
I did.
That was fun. Like
That
that's
was
fun.
impressive as fuck, man. I'm so impressed.
I watch it myself. I'm like, where do I just get angry? I get angry, and all that my neurons start firing like that, and f you, dude. You're not gonna sit here and lie. You're not gonna, Now I got you. Now you're there, front and center. You can't walk off. You can't do all the bullshit you do in real life. Now it's time to pay the piper. And just like as a matter of fact, boom. That's got to be the one of the most satisfying things you've ever done as an auditor, no?
It is by far at this point. Yeah, absolutely.
This is Hall of Fame.
It
This
feels
is Hall
good.
of
Trust me, I went
Fame.
through a lot to get to that point. Let me tell you, because it's come to the point now. Maybe I don't know if it's 'cause I'm getting a little bit older, or maybe a little smarter, but I'm like, I have to literally pep talk myself and say, okay, do I want to take this risk, knowing that just one little audit? And we used to do tons of them, like especially with Chi-Town. So like we used to do so many fucking audits. Not all of them are on YouTube, but we did so many that it's like now before I do one, it's like, okay, am I ready to take this risk? Knowing that I can go to jail, there's all these possible consequences, and so that's been kind of it's been kind of preventing me from doing as much as I really want to do. But this alone is just like, it's so satisfying.
This is the best. This is
It makes it
again
worth it.
4 times. So I
Yeah.
hope the video's got tons of views. No, yes, 47,000. That's
And when it comes to YouTube, I think other people made a lot more money than I did with this. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't get a whole lot of traction in my videos, even though I've been doing it forever. But I don't know. I need to make that. I kind of want to switch to become like a YouTuber so I can make enough money to where I can do it full time, I guess.
I would love to
But
do that, but I don't know what other
yeah,
content to do. I'm known as a police accountability guy.
yeah. But you'd be surprised at how many people don't know.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
this should be like a commercial. This should be like a fucking after school special. It's just astounding how ignorant this man is. And the fact that he's like number 2 of a whole department,
Yeah.
that's why they say ignorance is bliss, because if I didn't know this, I'd be happier. I'd be more blissful. But
It's
you're
crazy
learning.
because every time I meet a new friend, or if I go on a date with somebody or anything like that, it always ends up with us watching this video.
You watch this on a date?
At the end, yeah, usually, typically, yeah, and then I don't get a call back.
You're single right now?
Yeah,
What kind of
yeah.
guy you like?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It depends. I guess somebody who makes me laugh, somebody who's willing to cosplay with me. I guess. I don't
I
know.
was just gonna say, does he have to have at least 5 costumes in order for you to consider him?
No,
How many what's the minimum costumes?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Just someone who matches my weirdness. I guess. I don't know.
When you when you say cosplay, you told me it's dressing up. Now I picture you dressing up like a carrot or something. Him dressing
It's
up
not.
like
It's not a far stretch. You see my Facebook.
exactly, and he's
It's not a
dressed up.
far stretch.
He's dressed up like Tarzan. Now I just picture you guys sitting down and watching a movie, dressed up like that.
Probably from being tired from just getting ready. We don't
You
end up
won't,
doing anything. We just end up watching a movie and going to sleep.
you
Anyways,
you
that's
won't,
my dream person, I guess.
you won't tell me what happens after you dress up. So I'm assuming you just go on with
No, I
normal
like to
life.
make videos. I like to dress up and make videos, like TikToks and stuff.
Oh, okay. Does
Yeah,
the
I don't
face?
just like dress up just to sit there and like run my errands and shit and watch a movie. No, no, there's usually a purpose behind it, but I just
So
like having them. It's fun.
so I'm watching a carrot and a Tarzan watching the movie. That's what I picture. 'Cause, not setting up a camera or dancing around 24/7.
No, yeah, I'll
Oh,
do stupid videos like the ones I do on Facebook and TikTok because they're
they
fun,
were
just like the chicken one that you saw.
yeah, they were short videos, but they were just fun for some reason.
Yeah, that's why I like doing it. It's fun.
But
I like to
you said
embarrass my daughter too. Usually embarrass my daughter. I'll send it to her friends and stuff.
that's awesome. I wish I had a kid to embarrass. So
It's great.
didn't you say you were also doing that to qualify for the ad bonus or something? No,
No, no, I'm not sure.
you have the bonus on the back end.
For Facebook or
Yeah, Facebook.
well, yeah, yeah, but that's not my personal one. I don't do that on that Facebook. Like
Oh yeah.
I do it on my personal one, not on Pink Camera Magic. No.
Do you know about Facebook monetization?
Yeah, I get monetized. I don't. I'm not trying to be some kind of influencer
Too late for that, dude.
with my goofy. Well, yeah, with for activism, yes, but for my goofy personal antics, no, it's probably not a good idea.
I want to watch. How do I find that?
You do my regular Facebook, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't want to show that to everybody. Do you have a TikTok
Oh,
account?
well, maybe it's not for everyone to see.
All right.
You can go to my Pink Camera Magic Facebook.
There you go. Yeah.
But I did upload that video I was talking about earlier to Facebook though. Because it's still rendering on YouTube for some reason. It's taking forever. But the one I was telling you about with Bear County Sheriff and all that.
Who's your favorite auditors?
Oh my God, there's so many. Everybody's so different. And like when we first started, there was very few auditors and they all had a little bit of different personality, but we all kind of did the same thing. Now it's probably gonna be no surprise that one of my favorite auditors now that I like, that I wouldn't call an auditor, but just sort of became an auditor by default, who I would love to work with is Tua Pri. That should be to no surprise because he
Why?
likes to dress up and shit.
Oh.
I would love to do stuff like that, but it would
Oh.
feel like I'm copying him. I think that's the kind of the response I would give is like I'm copying him. And I've always wanted to do shit like that and dress up.
So what if you're copying him? That's called a compliment.
I suppose, but I don't know. Maybe I just have to be in that mood, I guess. I don't know. It might happen. It might happen eventually.
Do you know Tua Pri?
I mean, I don't know. Other than YouTube, no.
Do you like when he does activism stuff, or you like when he does like fishing shows on the sidewalk or in the library?
I like all of it. Like when I saw his auditing, that's how I discovered him. But then I went back and did like a binge watch, starting from the beginning, and then he does like the goth guy, Kawif.
Oh my God. It's art. It's art.
And he also did these things like these interviews. Like he would troll these, or he would he would go on these job interviews, these virtual interviews, and he would be like all these different characters, and it's just hilarious. And so,
the robot one.
oh, of course, absolutely. And I like the tough guy too. I like the tough guy. Do biceps and do my curls. Whatever, I forgot what his name.
They do. They have these intricate robot costumes. I don't even know how he does it, man. That is some serious performance art.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm such a fan.
The one cop asked him about what the law is, and he goes, Section 901 dot. And he quoted it verbatim, and it was great. Who else you like besides Tuapri?
Besides Tuapri, I really like. I love Long Island Audit as his style because of the way he's just so nice. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of people who when you cuss out the cops because it's satisfying and stuff like that. But at the same time, people like that, I respect that because it sort of brings me back to the type of activism that I sort of started to do. You want to kind of let them, let the cop be the fool, I guess. And I really like that about Long Island Audit. But I also really love oh gosh, anybody who records the cops, but let's see, who have I been watching lately?
Every piggy plays the fool.
God.
I love Freeman. I like Long
Of course.
Island. Like Jeff Gray. He's as nice as could be. But
yeah.
I love when he does finally break down and go, "You mother effer, dude, get the F out."
Yeah, he gets spicy. He's been getting spicy lately, and I'm here for it, man. I like it. I guess in the latest video he uploaded today, they said that he gave him the middle finger.
Ooh,
I know. I was just hella impressed to be like, you big dummy, and I'm like, ooh, it's about to go down.
Big dummy's like the warning shot.
Exactly. He didn't do the ID. He doesn't do the ID thing anymore, where he takes the I and the D out of his pocket.
Everyone started
doing dad jokes and tricks, and I love it.
You like Flex Your Freedoms?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like. God, everybody's so different. But yeah, probably like Tuapri, James Freeman. Those are the ones that I normally watch. I like Tyrant Terminator. I like him. He's from Chicago.
Tyrant Terminator.
Did you see what's going on with him?
Tell me.
Man, he got beat up by a cop. Like everything that you think of a dirty Chicago type cop happened to him. He was doing an audit, and I don't know if he was the chief of this little city or if he was just I'm not sure who he was exactly, but it was a high-ranking police officer at any rate. But they brought him in a room and they beat him up, and it made the news. Like it was fucked up. Like it's really fucked up.
Terminator that happened to?
Yes, like brought him in a room, had people take off their body cameras, except one guy left his on and beat him up, like punched him and like was beating him up. And so it made the news. Like he gets really teared up, like talking about it. But the dude got fired. They took it to the mayor. The mayor fired him right away. And he needs to be charged with the crime. But yeah, it's really fucking sad.
Where do you think the movement should go from here?
From here? It's hard to say. I really like, I guess it's kind of what the goal was in the beginning, right? We want to sort of spread out and get other people to record and stuff like that. So what I guess I would like to see for the movement is more sort of, I guess, middle area cops, I guess, if that makes sense, more cops being accepting of it. So like we've got like James Madison Audit and people who used to be cops that are doing this, but then you also got people like channels like We the People University, who he used to be an officer and stuff like that, just sort of getting somebody. There's also somebody, he's not an activist per se, but he also in an Illinois area, but he does a lot of videos about the bullshit that police do. Like his name is Matthew something. Zion, I think he's in Zion Police in Illinois or something, but he does a lot of like reels and TikToks and stuff about police encounters that are fucked up. And he's like, you guys are making us look bad, and this is why. I think that more people who are kind of fence riders, I guess, should speak out.
I want to see 5 times the amount of people we have now.
Yeah.
And got to streamline the lawsuit process.
What do you
That,
mean?
like, you hear in the comments, oh, lawsuit, 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 but it's not that easy. It's first you need the money. I think it's $400. Then you got to write it up, right? Then you got to submit it, I guess, a certain way, right? Have you done it before?
No, and I can't see myself doing it. I probably would next time if something were to happen again. I probably might, but that's another thing too. It's very very hard finding lawyers to actually take these cases. I think you'd be surprised at how often lawyers refuse taking these type of cases.
I'm not surprised because I've called 150 of them, right?
Yeah.
That's what and that goes back to now we have to do it ourselves. And that process, we need like a 1, 2, 3, 4 step process. Whether it's a brochure, whether it's a pamphlet, a PDF, whatever the hell it is, and show people how to do it and be successful, because that's pretty much all they understand is if you costing them money. That's really all they understand, because they're not going to be held accountable any other ways. They're not going to arrest each other for the most part.
Right.
You got to get in their pockets.
Facts. I would love to see more police departments running off of a system where they have to be insured.
Self-insured?
Yeah.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
Yeah. That way, when they make violations and stuff like that, the just like auto insurance, they're not going to be insurable, and then eventually people aren't going to hire them because they can't have this insurance because nobody's going to insure them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They have carte blanche right now with the taxpayers' money. Like when we go and bark at the council members in Clearwater, and I'm there sitting through their boring meetings, and they're giving $26 million to the Clearwater PD. And there's already a county sheriff there, and then they're an overlapping police force, and they're getting $26 million.
So what do you think the Scientology influence is on that?
The police part or what?
All of it. City council. Because that's a lot of money.
What do you mean?
I mean, you think that like Scientology influences like those decisions?
For the police or the county in general?
Either. Both.
I don't know. I'd have to see if they contribute money to the police and who they're backing. I couldn't say. I couldn't make an educated guess right now, but
because they're very secretive and they're very money, motivated. I can totally see them, infiltrating all the government seats and stuff like that. Police department.
The council meetings are at the library, walking distance from the headquarters.
Yeah, well, see, I'm not surprised.
I don't think they pay taxes.
No, it's a church.
That's the only entity that's ever been able to shut down the IRS. They hounded the agents across the globe until they finally gave them that 501c3 status. That is the only entity ever to take down the IRS.
You would think with their belief systems that they would want, to contribute.
Contribute
10%, right?
Well, I don't know. I don't know their denomination. I'm only a Zeta 4 right now. 4A.
I think I already live in whatever the place that Scientologists go to. I think that's where I'm at.
Now you got me wanting to dress up like L. Ron Hubbard and pretend with angel wings and walk in front of up and down their sidewalk.
Did you see the video when me and Nasty Nathaniel went undercover? Yeah, it's undercover in Scientology. We went on a tour in Detroit.
No, tell me.
Yeah, we went to do. So he wanted to go. We drove to Detroit because he wanted to do Scientology there. So we are like, fuck it. We drove and we went to record outside, and they came out right away, and were really welcoming and stuff. And it was almost kind of weird. And we are like, they're like, hey, you can come in. You want to take some pictures inside? And at first I was like, hell no. And then I think being intrigued, we're just kind of like, yeah, okay. So we went and did a tour and everything. We were like, we had camera, like he had a body camera on and I was holding mine, like we weren't recording, but yeah, that was wild, man. They gave us a whole tour and it was a little creepy.
Did you do the e-meter?
I don't remember. I might have. It's called an audit also, ironically.
Right. What was creepy? Like what? Give me an example.
I don't know. I think maybe the fact that we were like the only ones there and they were being so welcoming when they're normally so secretive. It's almost like, okay, why are you, we're like, this is a little odd. I don't know. And then we're going these little elevators up into different rooms and shit. And I think maybe that was it. We were just we're looking around just to make sure, we were like, what the fuck?
Did you see Tom Cruise?
No. I was expecting at least a big picture or something. I don't know, but no.
Was this in California? Or
no, this is Detroit, in Michigan.
Oh, Michigan has a Scientology too?
Yeah, it was brand new. And that's why he wanted to go out there so bad. So we went from Chicago and we just drove out there. Did some auditing.
Did you join or what?
I thought about it, but it's a little too expensive, a little on my price range.
Did you really think about it or you BSing?
No, I was not thinking about it. Okay. Absolutely not.
I was about to hang up.
I want to read. Who wants to read all day? Fuck that. I'm reading. Shit.
That's what they wanted you to do, is read all day?
Well, that's what they do. Like they spend a good part of their day like reading and doing research and studying and stuff. So they'll be in there, and because ultimately what ends up happening oftentimes is like you'll be a part of Scientology, but then they'll end up taking a huge portion of your money. Like it costs a lot of money to be a Scientologist.
Man, that is the ultimate scam. Like
tax-free. Yeah, absolutely. And these people who join this and they don't see that for what it is. I mean, obviously, I support freedom of religion and people can do what the hell they want to do, but damn.
Jontology, man. How's that roll off the tongue? Jontology.
Jontology? I don't know.
I was resurrecting there. Sorry. So, what else would you tell? First of all, everyone, subscribe to Pink Camera Magic. Let's get her over 100,000 if we could possibly do so.
That would be awesome. I would love that.
Let's get her one of them little plaques. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell that dude who's looking through your window right now. Tell him when he's done looking through the window, subscribe to Pink Camera Magic. If you want to meet Amanda, Pink Camera Magic, come to AuditPalooza, October 19th. Email me, johnfelix@gmail.com. All you can eat, all you can drink, cooking competition, award ceremony. The guy whose property does spent like $2,000 on trophies, like big glass awards.
That's cool. That's really cool. I got to tell you, I'm pretty stoked about meeting Caroline in Fort Worth. I've always wanted to meet her. I've actually thought about driving up to meet. So she's like 5 hours from me. So, yeah, and everybody actually. I think most of the people. I don't know if anyone's going to be there that I've met, which is, I'm really super stoked about it.
Yes.
Me and my daughter are coming. Actually, we're going to take a little road trip.
Yeah. Who?
My daughter.
Right on. This guy's asking where in Florida. Yes, sir. Pensacola, Florida. There you go. Thank you for subscribing to Pink Camera Magic. And the rest of you, please go subscribe. Anyone watching this right now, go subscribe to Pink Camera Magic. Watch her stuff if you haven't watched her stuff. She's OG. Original Gangster Girl. OGW. Original Gangster Woman. OG. OW. Original Woman Gangster. Let's just go with OG.
Jay, I suppose. I mean, whatever it is, it's old.
It's old.
It's old, whatever it is, man. OG.
What's your
I'm just
what's,
an old gangster. I'm just playing.
what's your sign?
I'm an Aries.
Oh, really?
I am.
February or March?
April.
Oh, April. Aries
You're
goes in there.
thinking of Pisces.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm Aries. I'm definitely an Aries. Like I'm into that. And it's fun.
I'm an Aries, by the way.
No, you're not.
I'm telling you, March 24th.
You know what? We did have this conversation before, didn't we?
I don't know.
Yeah, because that makes sense. That would make sense, actually.
What would make
That's
sense?
awesome. The fact that that we kind of like the same person, but in different genders. I guess I don't know, but and that you're an Aries too. That you're a fire. I should say that you're a fire sign. That's what makes sense.
Are you assuming my gender?
Yes,
Appreciate that.
I'm assuming it's opposite of mine, whatever that is.
I agree. For all intents and purposes.
Oh Lord.
An hour just went by just like that.
Oh yeah. What's it look like? Who's all watching? Are people still here? I need to get in the chat.
Firmod, it's Oklahoma Community Watch. You want to answer some questions? Go ahead.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna go to YouTube on my laptop here so that I can see some of the comments and stuff.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Thanks, brother. Snake Finger. Thank you, Snake Finger. Sounds dirty.
Ooh. It sounds like the name of like a 80s metal band or something.
An 80s metal band in a spoof movie.
Well, like a hair band.
Yeah.
All right. It's pronounced Philax.
I pronounce it Felix because it sounds cool.
Oh, okay. I've always pronounced it Felix.
Bless
and
you.
I heard you say Philax, and I'm like, wait a minute.
I try to look extra Hispanic just so people say Felix too.
Well, see, that's how you get Texas subscribers.
Excuse me?
That's how you get subscribers in Texas.
How?
Being Hispanic.
Okay. Cosplay is a performance art where participants dress up. Oh boy. From
Here we go.
Such as crime, video games, television, or film. Thanks.
Looking up cosplay.
Thank you, Boss Hog. Appreciate that. Juan Felix.
All right.
Extra Hispanic. Are you Hispanic? Because I don't know. Why did not get the joke? You're Hispanic?
Well, no, it's just because Texas has a lot of Hispanic people. So you said Felix sounds Hispanic. So I was like, well, there you go. That's how you get subscribers.
Oh, I got you.
It was kind of a lame joke.
It made me want to dress up like a taco.
I have a taco costume.
I'm not surprised.
Okay, here we go. I can read some of the chats now. What is your daughter? Deposition video. I don't know, honestly. At the time she didn't really understand a lot of it, and she was just kind of thinking it was stupid. And matter of fact, Nessie Nathaniel has a nickname for her. They call her the anti-activist. But now that she's a little older, she understands it a lot better, and she appreciates it more. Like her friends are subscribed to me and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, your mom is so cool. I love the work that she does," and whatever. So my daughter's like, yeah, I guess so." So then now she's okay with it because her friends are okay with it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. You get the best of both worlds.
Yeah. She watched it like kind of, but she doesn't really sit down and watch. She's not really that much into it, I guess.
Yeah, my wife doesn't watch my stuff.
So a lot of times, yeah, it's hard for me to get people to watch my shit. I'm not gonna lie.
She says
But I always try to push it down their throats.
she says it gives her anxiety.
Well, I could see that because she's probably worried about you.
Oh well, yeah, yep. I'm trying to find questions. No one's really asking any.
Okay, I'm looking at the chats, you guys, too. I'm looking at the chats. The Oklahoma Community Watch always in there. Ayana! Oh, she didn't want to come in.
Ask some questions, guys. What's the matter with y'all? Geo's here. What's up? Button people show the love. Me too. Sabrates. Play with Doctor.
So, John, I know that you've been doing this for a while. What got you started in this type of activism?
I was going to community college. Went to the library. Found a book called The Federal Mafia. It was about income taxes and how there is no law that says Americans living and working within the United States have to pay a tax on their labor. So there's no law that says you got to pay income tax. But they still enforce it, through the barrel of a gun. So I thought I came up with some giant revelation.
How to go over, though.
How to go over?
I didn't go over too well.
No, this is like the 90s. So it was like, oh, if that was true, it'd be on TV. The news would be all over that. Now it's like common knowledge, pretty much. Even an accountant will tell you it's not a law, but try not paying it. So they're literally enforcing something that doesn't exist. From there, I start scrutinizing everything, the news, the this, the that, the Constitution. And then I see police and the way they act, and I'm like, wait a second, isn't that Fourth Amendment this, First Amendment that, blah, blah, blah. And you just keep going and you go and you realize you've been hoodwinked your whole life to believe this government is this trustworthy protector, benevolent, and you grow up to find out that they're the exact opposite. They're bullies who like to gang up and punish you physically, financially. And who are they doing it for? It's not the people. So that's it. And I just want to expose it just like you. Same deal.
Right on.
But I digress.
And who'd have thought that you'd be in this group of this motley crew of people?
What's that? Say that again.
And who'd have thought you'd be a part of this motley crew of people who are like just happen to think that maybe things aren't the way that they should be. That government's overreaching and doing too much.
I mean, if it wasn't for the internet and technology and our ability to broadcast the way, doing this right here back in the day was restricted only to companies with big cameras and lots of money and editing equipment like hardware. Now, almost all my videos are done, recorded, and edited on my phone. So we have a lot of power now, and they don't like it, and they're always pushing for censorship. I honestly think we're going to get pushed over to Rumble, our movement. We're at the mercy of whoever's going to be running YouTube at the time. So I'm slowly but surely, like every Tuesday, I do a show at 8:00, and you get to say whatever you want. And you're playing a video, like you play these videos you can't play on YouTube. And you can just say what you want. You don't have to pause like I just did just to think about, should I say this? Am I allowed to say this?
Yeah. But at the same time, there's going to come a point because the movement is so big now. It's at the point where there's enough interest to where it appeals to a lot of advertisers a lot more now. So, if they lose a bunch of people because of censorship issues, chances are they might lax on it a little bit more, because I don't think they want people going away, especially because there's too much money at stake, especially even in our little genre. I mean, you would think.
I think the ones that are going to survive are the ones that just pop up. They're all of a sudden and they're playing everybody's videos in a montage. They got the generic voice over the top.
Like the AI?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I catch myself watching those. I'm like, why am I watching this? Why?
Yeah.
The creators, the solo artists, so to speak, like you and I, we get suppressed.
Yeah. Well, they and that's the thing. Some people they get here and they create a channel and then it's based off of strictly getting views and clicks and making money, and they do the most with like what they can with the AI and stuff like that. They'll take our videos and stuff like that and then just throw a voice over that. Like literally, AI can like create a whole video for you, and people are doing that just to have channels. And people I know there's people who have like multiple channels doing the same thing with different genres. It's so impersonal.
It sucks, man.
Yeah.
It's like people used to look down if you cover somebody else's video, they look down on you. Now these people,
Yeah.
they'll just it's just like a hot. Do they have a list? Do they have a team of people just watching several different screens? You watch this auditor today.
Maybe.
Get me a
Maybe.
30-second clip. Oh man, they're probably over in India. Like we could have 6 channels.
Maybe.
See, I gotta censor myself. If we were on Rumble, I'd go into a whole scammer scenario.
Yeah. But see, scamming the scammers is another big like thing, and those are some incredible videos. There's always a genre for something.
Puts in the wrong number. No, why you do that? Why you do that? Oh god, I'm like, that's what you get, you little peckerhead face. My PG rated cuss right there. Thank you. I don't even know what a sticker is, but thank you. So yeah, awesome.
Okay.
Everybody subscribe to Pink Camera Magic. Do it now. Make a vow.
Is Brian still in the chat here?
Oh wait, I don't know.
Because I was gonna say back when he was high impact flicks, I was watching him before his channel got switched over, and I really like his channel. I watch him all the time, and he covers a lot of different stuff, but he certainly doesn't fall in that category, but I've been watching him for a long time doing that type of format, but it's different because he's like watching and creating it, and he's adding his own insight and things like that, but I do like that type of video.
Brian transforms the video. The people I'm talking about will play like 3 people's videos in a row, and then some robot voice will come in. You could tell.
Yeah, and that's way different.
Interrupt. Yeah, it's like a factory almost. It's like a video factory. Brian did, yeah. Brian, Lackluster, they do awesome. You know you're gonna be watching Brian's video.
Absolutely. What got me into auditing? I see that's
there you go.
We talked about that a little while ago, but basically seeing stuff in Ferguson, Missouri, looking up YouTube to try to find some video, and then discovering cop watching. So that's kind of what got me into it. I was a naughty girl when I was little, so I had a lot of police interactions myself, and they were pretty fucked up. I miss some old time.
I definitely miss same old time live scratchy scratch time.
Remember Bamboozer?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's still a thing. We're gonna go live on Bamboozer.
I never got to use it.
I never could figure the damn thing out. I don't know if I had enough bandwidth or whatever, but like that was the thing when I first started auditing and cop watching. To go live on Bambozer.
So see what he said here about scratchy scratch time. I definitely miss some old live scratchy scratch time. So when I had
I
my
think maybe
restaurant,
okay.
I did a show called Scratchy Scratch Time. I buy lottery tickets and I scratch them, and I started
Oh,
gaining gaining a lot of subs. And from there I went into political stuff, tried to do some comedy, and then I got pulled over. I got lucky, and I got
that
pulled
was
over.
comedy. That's some great content right there.
So that's what he's talking about. Joel, thank
Okay,
you, man. Man, you're getting a lot of praise and all that good stuff.
sweet
Praise, praise, and words that are synonymous with.
suckers. No,
Come on now.
I'm just teasing. Thank you. I appreciate it.
When I got remonetized next week, I want to meet up with you. Firm Audits. Where are you from, Firm Audits? Swamp Fox News. Pink Camera Magic. Thanks for everything you do. See y'all at AuditPalooza.
I hope so. I'm excited about it. We're driving 10 hours.
Solidarity. I'm driving 7, if it makes you feel better.
All right.
And I live in damn Florida.
It's like the opposite end.
If I lived in the Keys, I wouldn't go.
Hell,
Hey
I
man,
wouldn't go either. I wouldn't go anywhere, I don't think.
I'm gonna manage this whole event with Zoom, okay? So
You about the armed fisherman? Is he in here?
I don't know. No, probably not.
I like him too because he's very unique also. Like he has his own kind of thing that he does with the Second Amendment stuff, which is really big in Texas here, but he does it different. I just yeah, I really am looking forward to meeting him too.
He's one of the 2 losers in the cooking competition.
All right.
Him and Rice
Hmm.
Krispie, the other loser. So
Fine.
so what did Firm say where he's from? Let's see here. Mitchell. I'm about to. No, I gave up. No. Come on. Question. I'm driving around the block to get the Palooza. Okay. I'll try to decipher that with my Brian Cagle deciphering ring. Let's see here.
Someone asked if I'm from Michigan. No, we drove to Detroit to do some auditing but I'm from born in Minnesota and I moved here from Chicago. So I'm from both, I guess.
What are they cooking? I think we're gonna do a lunch buffet, a dinner buffet, awards, music, bar, cooking competition. I don't know yet. Food. What
Rapping
kind of
competition
food?
freestyle.
Huh?
Rapping competition freestyle.
Okay. I'm scared, but I'll try it.
Maybe karaoke. I don't know.
Oh boy. Okay. I never turn mine and think about him. Well, I don't know. All right, guys. So you're out of questions. Hey, Felix and Pink. Hey, M Star. Me, M Star. What's up? Haven't heard that name in a while. Brother sent you an email. Did you get it? My brother sent you an email. My brother. Anyone, please. Are you checking for IDs?
And New Jersey Watchman looks like it's in the chat. Hello, hello.
Hi, New Jersey Watchman. All right. Let's do some final thoughts.
Sure. Oh.
I think you should go first.
Oh goodness. Our final
No,
thought.
no pressure.
I don't know. Just hope to see a lot of you at AuditPalooza.
You will.
It's gonna be fun, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of live streaming. Should we keep it top secret?
Oh, I'm sure we're gonna live stream.
I know, right? We just
There's,
can't keep that phone off of our hand.
there's
What is that?
one,
Oh,
of
okay.
one of the 3 pages of people coming.
God damn.
Yeah,
Nice.
man.
Nice. That's what's up. I'm gonna be fanboying there, or I'm gonna be like, I'm as much, even though I do this, I'm such a fan. So I'm gonna be like starstruck when I'm there and be like, oh my God, I take my picture with you.
Me too, man. If you know some auditors, you can invite them.
You know what? I've been trying to get these fucking assholes from Texas to come with. I've reached out to a few of them, and I'm just like, "You going out to losing?" People are just kind of like, "Oh, you know, I got something going on or whatever." Like, whatever. So I don't know. I would like to come with a Texas auditor, at least one, and but we'll see if that happens.
All right.
But
All
it's
right.
out there, so it's out in the universe. I think they know that I'm trying to get somebody to come with.
I can't thank you enough for coming on.
Yeah, this was fun. This was a long time coming. Long overdue for sure.
100%.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Oh man, I should have done it a long time ago. So this video right here, people,
Yes.
deposition of Cook County Lieutenant Donald Milazzo. See if I can put that in the chat. Da-da-da. This guy walks out of the courthouse and immediately, within 20 seconds, is going hands-on with pink camera magic.
And he doesn't even have handcuffs. He's like, give me some handcuffs.
27-year lieutenant's never made an arrest. You were his first criminal he's gotten off the street.
Hey, I feel honored.
Oh. If you haven't seen this, you haven't lived life.
And you know what? His is bad, but the lady sergeant is pretty bad too. And I can't find any information about her because her name is Jennifer Larson, which is like an extremely common name. And so I can't find anything about her.
Try Instagram J Lar. I'm just kidding.
Like, wait, what? I don't know. Oh God.
So Amanda made this clown right here. This, oh God. Let me take that off. That guy.
Poor guy. I almost kind of feel bad for him, but then I remember what he did to me. He deleted my pictures and tried blaming it on the judge. Do you remember that part?
Yes.
And it's on body camera, him actually deleting the pictures.
Dude, has a cop ever been... What the hell happens if you get caught lying in court?
Not if you get away with shit for 28 years. They don't care. And he got away with it, basically. So other than this, the public, seeing this deposition, but other than that, he's gotten away with this shit for 28 years. For 27 years.
How much you want to bet he looks nothing like that anymore?
Probably not. He might be a little, I don't know.
Little what?
He might be a little stressed out after all this, because I'm sure he got scrutinized. I'm sure that people talked about it. I'm sure he's gotten back to him. People have been hitting up his, because he, like I said, he's a counselor, so people have been hitting up that business, and you can see his reviews all tanked. He was forced into retirement.
You delivered something he had coming for decades.
Happy to do it. It took a lot to get to that one, that's for sure.
That Solomon Radner, man, is good, man.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He's polished.
Yeah, for sure. I was very fortunate finding him.
Did you say that he doesn't work as a cop anymore?
Who? The lieutenant?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, he was forced into retirement, from what I understand.
I'm sure it had something to do with this.
Maybe.
I will bet you he has like a goatee now or a full beard. Probably has tattooed. He has probably tattooed darker eyebrows.
Oh,
All right. Shave all this off. You see? Can you see my mouse?
he's kind of doofy. There's somebody did a video about it, and he's kind of a big, like a streamer guy. I forgot his name, but he called him a thumb. He said he looked like a thumb, and I will never get that out of my head now.
Disgusting. It's just disgusting. All right. Okay, sorry. I'm being immature now, but just he's such a punk, man. He's such a punk. All right,
Hopefully he
Amanda.
learned something. He was humbled, I hope.
All right, man. Thank you so much for coming on.
It was my pleasure. Thank you. I had fun.
See you in a couple of weeks.
Couple weeks.
Muchas gracias.
De nada. Bye.
Que tenga buen día. Everybody subscribe to Pink Camera Magic. That was fun. Everyone. You guys hear that bell ringing? I'm not even doing anything. I'm not doing anything. Move my arm or something. Oh, I swear, if you heard the bell right there, I didn't do anything. Anyway, you guys, let's see here. Let's do some escape A. Escape A. Let's go to here, yay.
Do you believe that government overreach has gotten out of hand?
Oh,
Chances are that you're here because you and I both share a same passion for preserving our democracy for the future. In the last 10 years, I've gotten extremely interested, very, very passionate about police misconduct and ways that we can actually do something about it. I've found through experience that a lot of times going through the court system is not always
there it is.
Fair. Certainly, if you don't have the money to hire
there it is.
A really good lawyer, and oftentimes the judges automatically side with the police. Just
there's the assault.
Automatically, unless there's like good evidence that goes against that. So I became very interested in police accountability matters just because I've seen firsthand a lot of the things that can happen. And it became very clear to me that it's something that I wanted to be involved with. I started out being completely obsessive with looking at YouTube. By going on YouTube, I discovered this sort of subculture of cop watchers.
I should have played this ahead of time, but that's okay.
And it was very interesting to me. I noticed people like the Potosi and Honor Your Oath, Tom Zebra, and I was able to sort of join CopBlock. And I guess you can't really technically join because it's a decentralized sort of a idea, but it was a concept that I, even to this day, very strongly believe in, and I was very highly involved in that. Then I noticed that as we were posting these videos directly to YouTube, there was a lot of interest in it, and there's a big following. And then I got more familiarized with what auditing was and why that's important as well as cop watching. And I think
It's who John's sister. Take it off, lovely lady. I'm out. Y'all got to get up 4 a.m. Head out for work. Love y'all. Blah blah. But trolls. Okay.
they're both equally as important. And the importance about First Amendment auditing, a lot of people have a hard time understanding because you see a lot of these videos and and to the average watcher, you're looking and it's seeming like people are provoking the cops into these reactions, or they're provoking the public employees, and they say, why are you bothering people at work? And what you have to understand, though, is it's extremely important that we see how our tax dollars are being spent. We need to see how they react to people and how they handle the customers, which is us, the general public. We need to know and make sure that they're being transparent, and we need to see and make sure that they're being held accountable when they do things that they're not supposed to do. And in the spirit of transparency, I like to record my interactions and I like to post them to YouTube for you to see. Hopefully what you get out of it is maybe some entertainment, because there are some funny interactions, maybe some education, because a lot of it's a learning experience. And I've certainly learned a lot over the years. And maybe it'll encourage you to record the police yourself. If you've made it this far, then I certainly hope that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification button. That's that little bell over there to let you know when I upload different audits and cop watching videos. So thank you.
Oop, there it is. There it is. Oh no.
Do you believe that the government overreach has gotten out of hand?
Subscribe. 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 To Pink Camera Magic. Get down on your thighs and click the mouse, you guys. Pink Camera. The hell was that? Subscribe. She was a wonderful guest. Where you been, brother? Jet City Woman. All right, everyone. Subscribe to Pink Camera Magic. Subscribe to John Felix. That's me. Filax. It's fun to subscribe to JFILAX. It's fun to subscribe to John Filax. It's fun to subscribe to John Filax. Thank you, sir. Yes. Please, if you subscribe to me here, subscribe to me on Rumble. Please. Please. Go through the transition. Free your mind. And the rest will follow. Awkward pause. How'd that make you feel? Subscribe to Pink Camera Magic or I'll do it again, fool. See this right here? Tell me, do you see this? Oh, this is the image that inspired Eddie Van Halen. Except he could hold it still. All right, Pink Camera Magic, subscribe. There she is, bottom of the screen. Hit it. Hit it and subscribe. Just a guy having fun. If you're looking for a ring, email me, johnfelix@gmail.com. I suddenly want to sing everything. All right, everyone, are we good? Let me thank people if I can do that somehow. Never mind. Anyway, Joel Leafs, thank you. Boss of the Hog, thank you. Claudette, thank you. Boss of the Hog, thank you. Thought there was more than that. So that way you don't have to look at my ugly face. Da-da-da. Thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being a friend. Donate in the comments, and now I'm going back again. Heart is true. You subscribe and you're a good guy or girl. And if I did a live stream, invited someone I barely knew, you would see that we were both Aries in the live stream. Shirley said, see you at AuditPalooza. Ba-doo-doo. I rescued that. All right, dude. Thanks, everyone. Oh, thank you, Swamp Fox. Thank you, man. A lot of comments. All right, everyone. That's it. That's it. That's it. The show can't go on. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Pink Camera Magic. Thank you, Amanda Jane. Thank you, Pink Camera Magic. Subscribe to Pink Camera Magic. Thank you, everyone who showed up. And I mean everyone. I'm an equal opportunity acceptor of praise and affection. Everyone have a good day. Thank you. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.